Black Ops 6 Season 1 is looking insane so far. We just got the roadmap. We have all the latest information and details about the first season of DLC content for Black Ops 6. So if you guys do enjoy this video and you don't want to miss out on all of the latest Black Ops 6 stuff, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Thank you guys so much for all the amazing support on all the BO6 stuff. But let's get into it. Real quick before we dive into the Season 1 stuff, I did tweet yesterday saying like and retweet if you think that Treyarch should add Stakeout 24/7 into Black Ops 6. Well, it turns out that they tweeted this today as well. POV when you find out Stakeout 24/7 drops tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So yes, tomorrow we're going to have Stakeout 24/7. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. I'm sure they kind of had this planned. I'm sure there's data saying that people wants to play Stakeout out of all the face-off maps more than anything else, and that's the reason why I tweeted it. I was playing a lot of face-off yesterday. Pretty much everyone is backing out of these pregame lobbies if they don't get Stakeout, which is exactly why I made that tweet, and I think it's exactly why we're going to be getting Stakeout 24/7 starting tomorrow. But it gets even better than that, because they also said that they're adding a 10v10 playlist to Black Ops 6, and they're keeping Nuketown 24/7. So starting tomorrow, we can play Stakeout 24/7, Nuketown 24/7, and there's also going to be a 10v10 playlist, which is huge. I am extremely happy to see all of these playlists in Black Ops 6. Stakeout 24/7 is going to be amazing for fast-paced gameplay, camo grinding, just getting a lot of kills really fast. 10v10, I feel like will allow some of those bigger maps in the regular 6v6 kind of like rotations to have a better fighting chance. You'll be able to play 10v10 on these maps. They'll feel more alive, and I feel like a lot of people are really going to be banking on this 10v10 playlist to play out really well. And then, of course, Nuketown 24/7 is staying, so if you've really been enjoying Nuketown, it's not going anywhere. But lads, that is just the start of the massive W's coming from Treyarch, because we have the Black Ops 6 Season 1 roadmap, and this is looking insane. This is giving me Modern Warfare 3 Season 1 vibes. Right off rip, it looks like there's going to be a lot of different contents. Now, I haven't even fully looked over all this stuff quite yet myself, so some of this stuff I'm just seeing for the first time. But right off the bat, man, can we just focus on the bottom right part of the roadmap right here? Look at all the different guns that are coming to Season 1. I think this might be the most amount of DLC guns we've had in a Call of Duty season, at least I think. We're going to have the Krieg C Assault Rifle in the Battle Pass. We're going to have the Siren 9mm as a special event SMG, it looks like, or possibly even a pistol. We have the Maelstrom Shotgun as an event in season. We have a Cleaver melee weapon as a melee weapon that's going to be an in-season event kind of thing. We also have the SOG SMG, which is going to be in the Battle Pass, so it's going to be there pretty much immediately. We have a Power Drill melee weapon that's coming as an event as well in Season 1. And then lastly, dude, this is so hype. They're calling it the AMR Mod 4, but we all know, guys, this is the Barrett 50 cal, and it's going to be coming to Black Ops 6 in mid-Season 1. So it's not going to be available right off rip, but we do have a brand new sniper coming in Season 1. And overall, this is a really nice spread. This is some really good variety. And I think this might be the most amount of new DLC guns we've ever seen in the Call of Duty season. So this is looking sick, dude. Now, they also have this thing here that says more, and they have a buffer weight stock and then the Dragon's Breath attachment. Now, I don't know if this is going to be like Treyarch's take on aftermarket parts or not, but we're going to have to obviously read the blog and to learn more about what's going on here. So first up, we have all the new multiplayer maps coming to Black Ops 6 Season 1. Starting off here with Hideouts. This one's going to be available at launch. It's a brand new core 6v6 medium-sized map. And we did already see the teaser. We saw the flyover, and this map is most likely just a Warzone point of interest, but now we do have the map overview. And strangely enough, this almost looks like a 2-lane map, but there is technically this 3rd lane over here that can offer an alternate flank route. It's obviously extremely hard to judge maps just based off of these early pictures and stuff. We have to obviously play them to get a real feel for them, but it looks okay. I hope it plays out well. Next up, we have another launch map called Heirloom. It's brand new. It's a strike map, so it can be played in 2v2 and 6v6, and they're calling it small size, and man, based off of that preview, this map is looking tiny. Wow, that's looking like an extremely small map. This map might be even smaller than Stakeout, to be honest. Now, I'm sure it's more meant for 2v2 gunfights, but I'm pretty sure this map will also be available in the face-off playlist, and you can play 6v6. I'm sure it's going to be insanely chaotic, and it might give Stakeout a run for its money. Next up, we have another brand new map at launch. It's called Extraction. It's going to be a core 6v6 medium-sized map. They also showed a teaser of this map, and it's also looking like another point of interest from the Warzone map Avalon. We do get to see some different images here and some new POVs, and the map's looking pretty vertical. I'm not exactly sure how this one's going to play out. I feel like this one could be a little bit more slower paced, but we'll have to wait and see. But you guys might recognize this map. We have Hacienda from Black Ops 4 coming to Black Ops 6 mid-season. It's a remaster. It's a core 6v6 medium-sized map. Hacienda was a decent map in Black Ops 4, but it's going to play out completely differently since we don't have specialists. We have a different movement system, so we'll have to see how it plays out in BO6. But at the same time, we kind of saw this one coming because Hacienda was shown in the Warzone Avalon map as well as a point of interest. Next up, we have another mid-season map called Rackets. This is a brand new strike map, so it can be played in 2v2 or 6v6 as well. Another small size map. Now, they're not showing the map overview here, which is kind of interesting. And this tiny little map right here is 100% from the Black Ops 6 campaign. If you played it, you know where this location is. and it's definitely going to be a pretty small map. Like, I've already played the campaign, so I know. Yeah, this is going to be a small one, and it's going to get pretty chaotic. And lastly, here for the maps, we have a variant of Nuketown. We have Nuketown Holiday. This is coming mid-season. I'm sure it's going to be part of a holiday event for Black Ops 6. And just based off of these early images here, it's actually looking pretty clean. It looks like it's not going to drastically change the lighting of the map too much. It's not going to get too dark. It's not going to be overly bright. It actually just looks really nice. But dude, we can't miss this sentence. It says, once Season 1 Reloaded launches and Call of Duty gets festive at the end of the year, expect a variety of gifts in the days leading up to CODmas, including a holiday-themed Nuketown map. Treyarch will also be adding a little something to the original Nuketown map with this update, and maybe even to the Warhead Strike map too. So wait, does that mean that they're waiting until Season 1 Reloaded to add the Nuketown Easter egg, or is it going to be available at Season 1? I'm not entirely sure, but I really do hope they add the Easter egg soon so we can start hunting for it, man. That'd be so awesome. Next up, let's talk about the multiplayer modes coming to Black Ops 6 Season 1. They say a new mode and a returning fan favorite start the season off with a bang in the days leading up to a new and enhanced ranked play later in the month. So we have a brand new mode coming to Black Ops 6 called Ransack. I have no idea what this could be, so let's check it out. Ransack sees you looting gold bars from crates dotted around the area of operations on 6v6 maps. Once gathered, secure your loot by bringing it back to your team's stash. Naturally, this collection needs to be well guarded, as the enemy team can raid your stash, meaning cohesive tactical planning between looting and defending is the key to victory. Reach the score limit or the time limit with the most gold and your team wins. Now, I don't know about you guys, but doesn't this sound a lot like Boost Dump from Black Ops 3, like Fracture, I think was the game mode? So far, Ransack sounds very similar, but there's this different mechanic where you can steal from the enemy team's stash, so we'll have to see how that's gonna play out. It does sound like a pretty interesting game mode. No way, Prop Hunt's coming back mid-season? Whoa, that is so dope. Oh my god. Yes! Oh my god, it's a kid with a mustache as the icon. I love you, Treyarch. I love you. Prepare for an infamous game of hide and seek as the fan favorite Black Ops party mode is back. Drop into a multiplayer map as a prop or a hunter. We know what prop hunt is. I don't have to read the whole thing. I am so happy that this is coming back. Thank you, Treyarch. Okay, and they do mention here limited time modes are coming mid-season. It says expect additional and festive limited time modes to continue into the holiday season with a full reveal at Season 1 Reloaded. Okay, so they want to keep that stuff under wraps. That's definitely pretty cool. So far, it seems like there's not nearly as many game modes as maps coming to Black Ops 6 Season 1, but I mean, prop hunt coming back, that's huge. And we do have some more LTMs coming later in the season as well, so hopefully they're gonna have some more stuff planned. Next up, they say here additional loadout content, whatever that's supposed to mean. Wait, it says enhance your tactical planning with 2 new perks, a new wild card, and score streak, all coming to multiplayer throughout Season 1. Wow, okay, so we already have new perks coming to the game. There's gonna be a perk called Shadow at launch. It's in perk slot 2, and it's a strategist perk. It makes you undetectable to enemy traps and mines. Bro, I don't think anyone's running that, I gotta be honest. Like, dude, Flak Jacket is also a strategist perk in Tier 1. If you run that, you probably won't die to most traps and mines, so I don't know about this one. Now, if it would make you undetectable by recon, both high alert and the wall hack ability, then that would be a massive game-changing perk right there, but in its current state, this one seems like a pass. We also have another new perk called Shrapnel Radar coming mid-season. It's in perk slot 3, and it's for recon. Dealing blast damage to enemies will reveal them on your mini-map. This includes any enemies affected by your area of effect, tacticals, lethals, and field upgrades. So, it seems like an okay perk, but ultimately I think that Vigilance is still probably the strongest one in that category next to Cold-Blooded, so I don't know if anyone's gonna be running this, but it's coming mid-season. Yo, but they're bringing the hand cannon from Cold War back. It's gonna be available in multiplayer and zombies. It's gonna require 900 score. It's a lethal kill streak. We already know what this is. This thing was so badass in Cold War, and it's really cool to see it come back. It was a really fun streak. I pretty much exclusively run non-lethal kill streaks in any Call of Duty game, but I like the hand cannon. It's a lot of fun to use, and I'll definitely check it out at the launch of Season 1. Yo, but we have a new wild card coming mid-season called High Roller. I don't need a dime, bitch, I'm still a high roller. When equipped, this allows the player to have a 4th score streak to earn towards during core 6v6 multiplayer matches. Might we suggest pairing it with the hand cannon? Holy shit. Dude, yeah, that new wild card is definitely going to be a high roller because we've never had any Call of Duty game that allows you to just earn 4 score streaks in a row. There's going to be some crazy setups. That's going to massively shift the gameplay balance, but I would not be surprised if we start seeing a massive uptick in people running the green tier perks, running strategists, and then also combining that with high roller. You're going to be able to do some crazy things, and I'm really curious to see how that's going to play out in multiplayer. Next up, we have a mention of Black Ops 6 ranked play and the launch window for when it's going to be coming out. Pretty much in a nutshell, ranked play is going to be starting on November 21st in Black Ops 6. They do say here, expect a full rules breakdown in the Black Ops 6 patch notes closer to ranked play launch, so we might not have too much info about it right now. But they are showing off some skins here that you can earn by playing ranked play and ranking up, and they look pretty sick, especially the giant flaming skull over here on the right. There's a bunch of different paragraphs here on Black Ops 6's ranked play mode, but if you guys want to read more up on that, you can pause the video right now if you want to, or you could go in the description. I'll have the patch notes linked so you can read more on this if you want, but for now we're going to move on to some more stuff. But if you guys were curious, these are the ranked play skins for season 1. They look pretty simple, pretty basic. However, if you can reach champion rank, like if you're the #1 player, you're going to be the only person running around with this skin, and it's looking pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie though, the top 250 skin is maybe just a little too similar to the gold skin. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but overall not too bad for the skins though. Dude, it is so nice to be able to read patch notes and actually be excited about zombies this time around, because we already have zombie season 1 content coming. However, Treyarch is saying here that the full zombies reveal is going to be coming mid-season. It says directed mode and the hand cannon come to zombies at season 1 launch, with an all new map and more new content coming later in the season. While the following teaser announcements are mostly redacted, expect much of the season 1 Reloaded blog post to focus on zombies, providing a detailed and mostly spoiler-free deep dive, including information on the forthcoming content, which includes a zombies-focused event and limited time modes. That's sounding really good, man. So at the launch of season 1, we're gonna have directed mode for Liberty Falls and Terminus. Now, if you're not sure what that means, we're gonna explain it right now. For those players wanting to witness the zombie story with a guided experience to complete the objectives of the main quests in Liberty Falls and Terminus, directed mode is for you. Whether you're uncovering the horrific human experiments on Terminus Island instigated by Dr. Modi, or assembling the LTG for the mysterious Dr. Panos in Liberty Falls, start a directed match with all objectives marked and a maximum round cap of 15. Note that all side quests and SAM trials are disabled in directed mode to ensure players can solely focus on the narrative. So yeah, if you're wanting to get those special calling cards, if you want to do the Easter egg on both Terminus and Liberty Falls, you basically have roughly a week or so to do that, because once season 1 comes out, you won't be able to get those special rewards, and when directed mode is released, you will not be able to get those rewards anymore. So definitely, if you're planning to do the Easter egg, try to get it done like this weekend. Me personally, I've only done the Liberty Falls Easter egg with my buddies. We really need to get on Terminus and do that Easter egg as well. But overall, I love this. This is an incredible feature. I love the fact that Treyarch recognizes that the average person, the average COD player who just casually plays zombies, does not actually complete the Easter egg. So they've created an entire mode dedicated to teaching people how to do the Easter egg after people have already kind of, solved it and figured it out without having to be told what to do. I also think it's really interesting that the match is going to be just straight up directed. They're going to tell you exactly where to go, pretty much like how they tell you how to turn on power and activate Pack-a-Punch, and there's going to be a max round cap of 15. And side quests and SAM trials are going to be disabled, so there's really no distractions. You can just load in and do the Easter egg, and you'll know how to do it from now on. But dude, this is it. This is the brand new zombies map coming to Black Ops 6 later in season 1. It says Undead Terror comes to Avalon, Citadel de Merc. Just based off of this teaser image that they are sharing right now, this really looks like Der Eisendrache from Black Ops 3. I don't think it's gonna be a full remake or remaster of that. It could be a brand new map and new experience, which I'm personally hoping is the case. And the only description we have here says, after the shocking revelations at the culmination of the Terminus main quest, Weaver, Maya, Carver, and Gray follow the uncovered clues to Europe and discover an abandoned castle, a citadel of the dead, if you will, that offers up a host of redacted, ghoulish horrors, also redacted, medieval village redacted with hidden redacted abound. So yeah, Treyarch is definitely going to be really secretive about this map until we get to roughly mid-season for season 1, but yeah, it's looking pretty good for zombies so far too. They do say here fully equipped and fearsome foes in season. I'm assuming this is going to be the zombies event, and as you can see, they're teasing a new perk right here. I want to say that they're potentially teasing a new field upgrade, or maybe this is a lethal piece of equipment, or maybe this is the new piece of equipment, and then we also have some different augments as well, possibly new gobblegums, and I'm not sure what this last one is, but it looks like it's going to be an enemy. I'm not sure if this is a new zombies type or if it's a returning one, because again, I'm a little bit more of a casual zombies guy, but okay, so they're just straight up sharing the information right here. They say, expect a sizable amount of additional content to aid you across all 3 zombies maps. Confirms to come throughout season 1 are an additional perk cola with 6 new augments to unlock, also newly stocked at Der Wonderfizz machines in Liberty Falls and Terminus. An additional field upgrade with 6 new augments. We have an additional ammo mod. Oh, that's what it was. 18 new augments, 9 major, 9 minor, see above to research. 3 new delicious flavors of gobblegums. Oh, that was the hand cannon and a new craftable support weapon, of course. New wonder weapons. Yes, new wonder weapons, dude. Now, this does kind of get into leak and spoiler territory, which I am going to avoid. You don't have to worry about me talking about that, but there was some talks about returning wonder weapons coming to Black Ops 6. I don't know if that's what they mean, because they are just saying new wonder weapons, so we don't know if it's going to be brand new or if it's going to be returning ones. But it also says a new enemy type set to stalk the dark halls of the foreboding ruinous keep in Citadel de Merc Music. And they wrap it up here by saying, expect much more detail in the forthcoming Season 1 Reloaded blog coming in early December. Players can expect varying timing for upcoming Zombies content, as some content may drop at seasonal launches and or in season. So yeah, man, overall Zombies content for Season 1 is looking pretty good for Black Ops 6, and I'm just glad that Zombies is good this time around, and it's actually going to be worth talking about when it shows up in the patch notes. It's so awesome. But next up, we have the content that's coming to Warzone with Season 1. Warzone's going to be getting the new Resurgence map Area 99 with Season 1. It's inspired by Nuketown. We've obviously seen gameplay of this at COD Next, and you can actually explore this map in private match if you go into free spectating or if you go into theater mode and you fly outside of Nuketown or Warhead. So we do kind of have an idea of what the map is going to be like and look like. I'm not sure if this is the first time we're seeing this, but we do have a map overview of Area 99, so you can see the points of interest and what it's going to look like from a top-down view. Okay, so they're just going over all the points of interest. If you guys want to see more of that in-depth stuff, again, the patch notes, the blog will be in the description of the video if you guys want to check out more. I'm not a huge Warzone guy, so I just want to try to cover like the big stuff that's coming with Season 1. Looks like Urzikstan is going to be available at the launch for Season 1. Again, I'm not a huge Warzone guy, but I feel like people aren't going to be nearly as hyped about this because Urzikstan was not the most loved map in Warzone, and I think people want to see some different experiences for big map stuff in Warzone, but we'll keep going. Okay, so Rebirth Island is going to be available at the launch window. I don't know exactly what that means, but Rebirth Island will be there as well, so it looks like Resurgence is going to be having an absolute blast with Warzone, but I'm not too sure about the big map stuff. Okay, so Plunder will be available on Urzikstan in the launch window. I don't know exactly what they mean by that, but it's 120 players. Plunder is a lot more casual, and sometimes it actually can be really good for XP gains. And as we know, all of our XP tokens from Modern Warfare 3 are transferring into Warzone and Black Ops 6 with Season 1. Now, not technically Black Ops 6's multiplayer and zombies, but you could, in theory, if you're a newer player or if you still have guns or XP to rank up, you could, in theory, go into Plunder, pop your double XP tokens that transferred over, and start to rank up significantly faster if Plunder this time around does have some good XP gains. For whatever reason, last year, Plunder just wasn't as good as it's previously been, but Plunder is potentially pretty good to play if you want to have a more casual Warzone experience and still rank your stuff up, especially if you have a lot of XP tokens transferring over. They're also mentioning here Warzone ranked play for mid-season, and I think it's going to be very similar skins for Warzone ranked play as well. I like how they're kind of just taking a selfie right here. It looks pretty funny. But lads, this is potentially the best section of the entire patch notes. This is just the general contents coming to all three modes, which is going to include new weapons as well as a lot of other things as well. And as I'm sure you can see right here, we've already got some skins, so let's get into it, man. First off, let's start with the new weapons coming to the game, starting with the Krig C. This is going to be a launch weapon in the Battle Pass. It's an assault rifle. It's a page 3 HVT tier reward, which they have kind of changed the way the Battle Pass is going to work. We have like a page system. I'm pretty sure that's going to get explained later as we keep reading on. It's described as a full auto assault rifle, high damage and average handling. Recoil pattern starts very controllable before ramping up. If I'm not mistaken, didn't we have a Krig assault rifle in Cold War? I'm pretty sure this one could end up being very similar to that. Next up, we have the SOG, which will also be available at launch. This is an SMG in the Battle Pass on page 3. It's described as a full auto SMG, excellent mobility and good handling, great rate of fire, and high recoil. Now, I don't know if I'm getting this completely twisted, but I could have sworn that we had a SOG SMG in Black Ops 4, and they're also showcasing the weapon here on the Hacienda remaster as well. So I don't know if it's going to be exactly like that, but they're basically saying that this is going to be a really fast-paced SMG with a lot of recoil, but you can run it in tac stance, and you can also unlock Akimbo for this too, which I think makes this the first Akimbo SMG in Black Ops 6, which should pair pretty crazy with the Omni movement in the game. So this one could end up going pretty hard. Next up, we have the new shotgun called the Maelstrom, which is coming mid-season, and this is going to be an event reward. So you're going to have to play in events to get this one. And the Maelstrom shotgun, this thing's looking really like almost futuristic. It's crazy. It's a full auto shotgun, good range and handling, high recoil, and large hip fire spread. What this weapon lacks in power compared to the other shotguns, it makes up for with its rapid fire full auto spraying. Its heavy recoil and large hip fire spread require getting up close to the enemy, but within its effective range, it's devastating. Consider equipping the Overkill wildcard to pair this shotgun with a mid-range weapon for greater versatility. When moving into tight spaces, swap to the full auto shotgun and make everyone rage quit. But yeah, man, next up we have the AMR mod for mid-season. This is also going to be a reward for completing an event, and this is the Barrett 50 cal. In Cold War, it was called the M82, and in that game, it wasn't all that good. So I'm really hoping that the Barrett gets some redemption here in Black Ops 6 for sure. It's a semi-auto sniper rifle. It's a one-shot kill to the torso, arms, hands, and upper legs. Very high recoil and slow rate of fire. You can steady your aim while ADSing. Okay, so this is what I'm a little worried about, but we'll keep reading the description. The hardest hitting weapon in its class. This sniper rifle rewards patience with a huge one-shot elimination range across the upper body. It's slow to aim, and it kicks hard. But when the shot connects, say goodbye to the enemy, inflicting major damage out to 100 meters. Its selection of closer range optics also offers the possibility of fighting in the Call of Duty Vanguard. Why we put that in the sentence? a veritable frontline cannon. Okay, don't get me wrong, man. I'm definitely really curious to see how this is gonna play out, because realistically, this description of the Barrett 50 cal really is what the gun is like. It is supposed to be one of the strongest sniper rifles in the game. It's supposed to be slow. It's supposed to be heavy. That's how the gun is in real life. But with Call of Duty games, that's not how the Barrett has ever been, at least in terms of what we've experienced and enjoyed. Like, in the Modern Warfare series, at least like really early on in the original games, the Barrett, you could spray that thing, you could fly around with it. It was just crazy strong in a different way. I'm not gonna count it out quite yet, but sniper rifles are already too slow in this game. They handle very awkwardly. You need all kinds of attachments before they even become usable and any semblance of good in the game. So yeah, man, while I'm very excited to see the Barrett come back in Black Ops 6, I am just praying that this thing doesn't end up being trash. But next up, this thing looks crazy, man. It's called the Siren 9mm. It's gonna be available in season as a special event reward. And look at this thing, man. What in the is this futuristic Infinite Warfare looking pistol? I love it. It is a fully automatic specialty weapon, offers SMG characteristics as a secondary weapon with a slow rate of fire. Oh dear lord. Take your secondary weapon game to the next level with this foldable secondary weapon offering full auto fire with a slow and steady fire rates to help you stay on targets up to the mid range. Its base configuration offers 32 rounds to keep you in the fight during sustained combat, with an extended mag option that pushes it to 40 rounds. The weapon has a moderate kick after each shot fired, but several of its attachments offer improved recoil control to help counter the movements. Once unlocked, look for this weapon in the new special category within secondary weapons. This is sick, dude. This is so different and unique, and I really do hope that Treyarch has even more stuff like this planned for Black Ops 6, because if they do, that's just gonna be incredible. Which, speaking of which, we're going to Home Depot, boys. We got a new melee weapon, the Power Drill, coming in season as an event reward. Okay, but we gotta start focusing on these other details. I swear this person is playing as a mannequin. Like, look at this hand right now. They're saying it's a 2-hit kill, very short range, very fast attack speed. So we'll have to see if it's gonna be trash like the Bat, because the Bat's a 2-hit kill and that thing is, you know, just horrible. But it says there's no better tool for the job than the Power Drill, offering a rapid attack speed for quick follow-up hits to get the job done, including a mix of sweeps, jabs, uppercuts, and a heavy attack that drills straight on. Oh my god. This weapon is ideal for putting a hole in the competition when the going gets tough. Okay, so it's gonna have a special takedown, just like the Bat does too. I really do like how Treyarch is handling melee weapons so far, but I just hope that it's actually good and usable, because the Bat is kind of horrible. They did improve the knife a little bit for Black Ops 6, but we'll have to see how good or bad the Power Drill is in Black Ops 6. And lastly, for weapons, we have another melee weapon. We have the Cleaver coming mid-season as an event reward. It's a one-hit kill though, short to medium range and a medium attack speed. It says featuring a combo of sweeping attacks and head-on strikes, the Cleaver is the perfect melee weapon for clearing out multiple and single targets in enclosed spaces. Use its heavy attack to prep the strike when anticipating incoming enemies, taking them to the chopping block the moment they appear. But next up, we have some new special weapon attachments, which we haven't seen yet in Black Ops 6. They're mentioning here the 12-gauge Dragon's Breath, the buffer weight stock, which we saw earlier, but we also have a burst fire conversion for the XM4, and then a burst fire conversion for the Compact 92. Aftermarket parts, question mark? Let's read on. The fire shotguns will be coming back at the launch of season 1. It's going to be a fire mod on Battle Pass page 7. I don't think I need to read the full description. We know what it's gonna do. Fire rounds are coming in for the shotguns, and we'll have to see if they're gonna be weak like they were last year, or if they could end up being really strong. After that, we have the buffer weight stock, which is gonna be in season. It'll be available on the XM4, the XMG, LMG, and the DM10. It's going to be an event reward for 3 different weapons. It says the heavier buffer weight stock provides significantly smoother action throughout the additional resistance met by the bolt carrier group. The improvement results in more manageable recoil through sustained fire, ideal for staying on target, though at the expense of ADS speed and aim walk movement speed. Next up, we have the burst fire conversion kits in season for the XM4. It's going to convert the XM4 assault rifle's primary firing mode into a 3-round burst to help conserve ammo and stay on target. There's an impressive lack of recoil too, so it's still possible to pump out consistent damage when facing heavy threats. So essentially, the XM4 is going to change into an M16. Sounds pretty dope. And then lastly, in season, we're going to have a burst fire conversion for the Compact 92 SMG as an event reward. It says convert the Compact 92 SMG's primary firing mode into an exceptionally rapid 3-round burst. Equipping the burst fire conversion fire mod locks the underbarrel and barrel attachment slots though. When you need to fire quickly in close quarters, hold down the trigger to automatically cycle through burst shots. Not exactly sure how effective this one's going to be in the Compact 92. While it does shoot really fast, I kind of feel like it's actually one of the weaker SMGs in the game, but hopefully it's good. But next up, we have a mention here of the different events coming to Black Ops 6 Season 1. Okay, so the first event they're teasing here is called Hit List. It's going to be in season, and as you can see, we have that crazy Siren 9mm, as well as the hand cannon and the power drill. They're also showing off that new strategist perk right here, and the event description says, "Who's next? Keep up your luxurious but slightly corrupt lifestyle." During the Hit List event, you're offered up a take no prisoners mission, kill or be killed. The Hit List limited event gives players a board of contracts with one goal. Take them all out. Cross off the entire list and earn some exclusive loot for hire. They're also saying here, brand new battle pass system and black cell. And as you can see here, this is what the battle pass menu is looking like. We have this page system, which is different than the map overview that we kind of had last year with Modern Warfare 3. Okay, man, so I gotta keep it real with you guys. I've been reading this for like 5 minutes and I feel like I still don't understand this whole new page system quite yet, but it kind of seems like if you don't have the black cell, you're gonna have to start at page 1 and work your way up to like page 14 of the battle pass, whereas if you own the black cell, you can start unlocking any page at any given point in time, which makes it easier to go to exactly the page that you want and unlock the things that you want to get first. I think that's how it works, but I'm just gonna wait until it's actually in the game to see how it's implemented and how the whole thing's gonna actually work, because right now it's just too confusing. I don't know what this black cell skin is, but he actually just looks like a big piece of candy. Okay, but next up we have some information about operators coming to Season 1, and I'm sure the skins are gonna start getting crazy. We have Goliath here. This is the black cell skin for the launch of Season 1. We have Savati Dumas from the Black Ops 6 campaign coming into the game as well. Gonna be playable in multiplayer and stuff. She's got some pretty fancy skins coming into the game. But yo, we actually have the Replacer coming in as a bundle for Black Ops 6. So it is gonna be a store bundle. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna buy the Replacer bundle though, man. The marketing went insane for Black Ops 6. The Replacer is fucking awesome. So yeah, I'm sure we're gonna see plenty of Replacer skins running around Black Ops 6 with Season 1 for sure. But he is gonna be available in season, so it's not gonna be right at the start of Season 1. We have the competitor CDL skins as a store bundle as well. So if you see this in your lobby, run. Okay, that image is insane, dude. Like, I can't wait for the season, man. Next up, we have Draconic Forge. Oh my god, and here it begins. This is a Mastercraft bundle, though, and I'm sure that the weapon he's holding is gonna have some kind of crazy inspection. It looks insane, man. If you're curious, that Mastercraft blueprint is gonna be for the new SOG SMG. Next up, we have another Tracer pack. This is the I Dead Mastercraft, and again, guys, Treyarch's Mastercrafts go hard. These skins, I'm sure, are going to look insane. They're gonna have some extremely unique animations and stuff like that, and you guys already know, man, I'm loving Black Ops 6, and you guys are clearly really enjoying the videos. So if you guys want to see videos on these new bundles when they come out, definitely let me know in the comments below. They also mention here other incoming bundles, and these obviously don't look too crazy until you get to the far right over here, where we clearly have a cut skin from Advanced Warfare making its way into the game. This looks absolutely gross. I love it. But guys, that's the end of the blog post. It was a ton of new information about Black Ops 6, but we got through it. Definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think about Black Ops 6 Season 1 so far. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did and you want to see some more Black Ops 6 stuff, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys later.
Come. Train go.